Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton and this is going to be the back nine, okay? Back nine only for the qualifying round of the latest tournament. So, the wind is changing from round to round and from back nine to front nine. So, some of these back nine shots are a little similar, but for the most part, every wind changed in the rookie division. So, here we go, hole number one. So hole number one on the front nine, if you remember, we were getting more of a direct crosswind from left to right. Now we get a little bit more tailwind with the same type of crosswind. So this shot is even easier on the back nine. So, again, this is a must eagle. As you can see here, I'm only using a little bit more than 4 bars of top spin, combined with 2 bars of right side spin on the Titan. Nothing changes. We still pull this at 20%. And as you can see here, I did not push up to max just because we're getting a little bit more tailwind. Instead, I just used a little bit of overpower, which is easy because it's controlled overpower since we didn't push back up into max. And here we are right next to the green here for an easy shot for the eagle. All right, now hole number two. Hole number two here, we're getting that tailwind again with crosswind going from right to left. This is a pretty aggressive mile per hour, 4.5 on rookie. I believe it is as high as you can get. So, learn from my shot here. You'll see how I settle up on spin here in just a second. 2 bars of backspin combined with a sliver of right side spin. And let's kind of slow this down for a second. You can see that I've got my orange ring or red ring right there on the rough line. And I'm aiming pretty much right at the dead center of pin. As good as you can eyeball it. 10% elevation, always on this hole, 10%. And in this case, we're at medium distance of our backbone. We fire off another perfect ball. And as you can see here, it's really not even close, okay? So we need to kind of rethink this one. We need to go more backspin. So this was my second attempt at this hole. Now you can see here, they gave me 2 miles an hour less wind. Of course, the wind angle is the same. So I'm going to go about 2.2, 2.3 bars of backspin. Same thing with the right side spin. Now this time, I'm trying to move my target over. You can see I'm offsetting more to the right-hand side. Same 10% elevation. Hit a perfect ball, 2 rookie accounts, 2 perfect balls on the back nine, thank goodness. The speed is a lot better, okay? But this time we missed to the right-hand side, and that's just because the wind strength was so much smaller. You're talking about we cut the wind in half. Well, the game cut the wind in half from one account to the other, which is normal. You can get anywhere, I think, from 2.2 to 4.5. But as you can see there, you're going to see a high wind and a low wind. That's going to be a huge advantage for you because now you're going to know how to play this depending on what wind strength you get. And that 2.3 bars of backspin there, that's perfect no matter the wind. At this point, it's just going to be offsetting your shot. So you're going to have 2 really good reference points to use there. And I'm confident that a lot of you viewers here are going to pick up a hole-in-one based off those 2 perfect balls you just saw. All right. So hole number 3, okay? So remember hole number 3 on the front nine, we were getting basically straight headwind. Now we're getting crosswind, and we're getting crosswind in the opposite direction of what we would really want. So this is going to be important for you to pull off this drive. So let's slow it down for a second. All right, so first thing we need to look at is the spin. So this time I went ahead and went with, almost the 4 bars of top spin. This is only a quarterback 9. You know, I think a quarterback 10 gets 4.2. This one only gets about 3.8 a top spin. I went with full left side spin, and I want you to aim right here. So notice my ball guideline before the target where the trees are at. That's as close as I can get to the trees before it cuts off my target. And the reason this is important is because when you go to pull your rings here, you're going to pull into those trees. But don't let it scare you. Look how much I pulled into it. Notice my ball guideline is completely gone. I'm using just a little bit of overpower with almost max left curl. Now, you're going to notice here that I don't come anywhere close to hitting those tree branches and leaves. So my shot is just fine. All right, you're going to be good doing this. I didn't get a lot of distance. So if you have a quarterback 10, you can go ahead and go max top spin. And you can go with a little bit more overpower. But I don't want you to use too much overpower and risk not hitting perfect, because a great left ball would be deadly in this situation. And you're going to see here that my drive of only 288 yards is still no problem getting to the green. And you have to remember to bring your big dog. Big dog is very important. This, again, is a very high wind strength for a rookie. And we're getting just a little bit of headwind. But you can see here that I'm able to even apply backspin and still have no problem getting onto the green. That's why I don't want you to go too risky with your drive. Just go ahead and take this one for the par 5 eagle and call it a day. Now, you know, I played this hole 4 times today, so 2 rookie accounts, 2 front 9, 2 back 9, and I had 2 opponents birdie this hole because they messed their drive up. But you can see here, playing it this way is very safe, and it's a very safe eagle, which is what I recommend, because you're not going to see many people get an albatross on this hole, period. It's going to happen, but it's going to be extremely rare and probably more lucky than skill, especially since we don't have time to dial in shots like we used to in previous tournaments. All right, hole number 4. I want you to play this one here at 20% elevation. Front 9, back 9, we're sticking with 20% elevation on hole number 4, the par 3. And we're going to be using a backbone with a navigator. I'm playing medium distance of my backbone. And the spin here is going to be important to take a look at. So you can see here, 1 bar of backspin, like 1 bar and a sliver of back, and just a sliver of side spin. So you see there, like 1 and a sliver back, a sliver to the left. Notice where I'm aiming. So I'm aiming just short and just to the left of the hole. And I'm doing that because we're getting a little bit of tailwind with the wind blowing from left to right. So I'm going to let the wind push my ball towards the hole. Again, 20%. Speed is perfect, so we know the backspin is perfect. At this point, all you need to do with similar wind mile per hour is just move your target a little bit more to the left than what I did. Now, let's say you get hit with a 4.5 mile per hour wind, then you need to go even more left than what I did. So you see that we're just going to offset based off the wind strength. Okay, hole number 5. And, you know, hey, I hope everybody's finding this helpful. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button for me. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. You can see here, again with hole number 5, doesn't really matter what ball you use because we're not pushing the drive. You know, I'm just using a kingmaker just simply to reduce the wind on shot number 2. The drive here is very easy. You're going to use backspin combined with right side spin and, you know, like a quarter of a ball of curl to the right. Not a whole lot of right curl. You don't need to push the curl too much. But you can see here, we're in the middle of the fairway. No issues. Leaves us with shot number 2. Shot number 2, we're playing this thing at 10% elevation. And pretty much the same as the front 9 when it comes to backspin. You know, I did settle on 2 bars of backspin here. And because we're getting crosswind going from right to left, I decided to put my target just a little bit to the right of the hole. Not much, but just a little bit to the right. As you can see there, speed again is good. I just don't need the offset to the right, apparently. So we can pretty much aim that one center of the hole, and we're going to be a lot closer. Moves us on to hole number 6. Hole number 6, the game decides to give us a little bit of headwind on this particular shot. But I think everybody who's watching, you know what to do on this shot. We're just pushing this ball up the fairway, right-hand side. 20% elevation, perfect ball. This is really where you're looking to be. This is a great shot. It gives us a really good line for shot number 2, which is going to be played at 10% elevation at maximum distance of your club. Now, this is the shot we really need to evaluate, and this is what we're going to spend time on this one instead of the drive. Okay, so take a look at the spin. Call this about, 2.9 bars of backspin, and again, a sliver of left side spin. And really, I'm just spinning this thing into the hole. As you can see here, I'm aiming dead center. I make my elevation pull. 10% at max. Fire off another perfect ball. So close, man. Front 9, back 9. I'm just leaving shot after shot after shot at the pin, which I think is the new normal for tournaments. It's going to come down to who makes these and who's just right at the pin at the end of the day. Normally we're used to just dialing in this shot, and we get to play it the same way as the rounds progress and get better and better. But, this is the advantage for you. You get to learn off my shots here. So, fix that one. So let's take a look at it again, because an albatross is huge, okay? One, it obviously increases your score, but 2, that's part of the tiebreaker. If you tie somebody's score, then it goes to who has the most albatrosses. That's pretty stupid in my opinion. I think we need a better way for tiebreakers, but that's the way it is right now. So as you can see here, I'm aiming dead center. And again, this ball, it just rolls right there to the right-hand side on me. So go ahead and aim left side cup on this hole, everybody. Now, this is a better wind for this hole. The tailwind is a lot better on this hole. The only thing is, it gives you a pretty good push. But I still play it 1 for 1. And, I'm using only just a little bit of spin here. And you can see I'm leaving my ball guideline about 2 green squares short of the pin. And I play it 1 for 1, so the wind is 3.8, which means I move 3.8 rings. A little bit too much speed, and we still come in on the left-hand side of the pin. So you need to play this one a little bit differently than I did. I wish I would have had 2 perfect shots at it, but I hit a great shot on my other account. This right here, this top spin, is just too much. Okay, 1.2 bars, 1.3 bars of top spin is too much. We need to change it to 1 bar top spin. That's going to slow our ball down, and we need to move this over. Again, this is high wind, almost 4 miles an hour. We need to move our ball guideline over even more to the right-hand side. And the 1 for 1 is good. But, we miss, a whole green square to the left of the cup. So we really need to offset that shot quite a bit more, okay? This leaves us on the hole number 8. I don't think we need to waste time on the drive. I think everybody knows how to play this drive by now. But let's go ahead and look at shot number 2. So shot number 2 is that rough bump again, okay? No elevation. And notice the spin that I'm using here. Call it about 3 bars of backspin. and about 0.8 bars of left side spin. I got this ball guideline going through the cup, which you would think would be pretty good since we're getting a tailwind push. Now, we do fall into the sand a little bit. And if you don't know what that means, when you pull your rings back, if you ever fall into the sand, if you ever pull into the sand like I did, you actually lose power on your shot. That is very important to know. And you're going to see what I mean. So I came up short because I lose power on my shot. So what do? There's two things you can do, okay? And this is going to be up to your comfortability level. One, you can reduce the backspin and leave your ball guideline through the pin more than I did, okay? So that's going to counter the loss of power. Or what you can do is after you pull your ring, so notice how I'm in the sand there. After you pull your rings, you could then push your rings up about another half of a ring. Now, for some people watching, that doesn't make any sense. So it might be easier for you just to leave your ball guideline through the pin more than I did, and that would have been an eagle. Like, that would have been a really good shot for a very tough eagle in this tournament. Now, on this account, I actually got more distance on my drive, and you're going to see it cost me here. I'm trying to do the exact same rough bump, but when I go to pull my rings, I get caught between my sniper, my Goliath, sniper, Goliath. So ultimately what I have to settle on here is going for a rough bump with my Goliath. So I readjust, and this is a good shot. But as you can see what I did this time, I left my ball guideline through the pin more because I know I'm going to lose that distance. Hit a perfect ball. And we come so damn close on both shots to picking up the eagle. So I really like that rough bump. Somebody who subscribes to the channel sent me that through Facebook Messenger. I've never really played a rough bump here because of that big sand fall, but it does play really well on rookie. So, I wish you guys the best of luck on that hole, and I hope a lot of you get that eagle. Now, hole number 9, I don't waste any time on the drive, okay? But the back 9, everybody, on the hole number 9 is headwind, then headwind, then headwind again, making this one more difficult than what we would like it to be. If you're finding my level of detail helpful, please subscribe. Please help me out. Please hit the thumbs up button. And if you have the means and the ability to do so, please donate to my channel. If you look in the comment section below, you'll see a link to my PayPal. I can do PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, anything that you have, let me know, and we can work something out. This is taking a lot more time than normal, and I'm here to help you guys win. At the end of the day, I'm taking all the practice shots now, and it's up to you to follow, be patient, and learn from my mistakes. So please help me out if you can. All right, so shot number 2, I really have to go full top spin like normal with about a bar of left side spin. And here, we need to power this ball as far up this fairway as we can. So because we're getting headwind, we're having to use overpower with our big dog, which we don't like to do a lot of. But you can see here that that overpower, really helped me get onto a part of the fairway where we want to be. And then that leaves us for another headwind shot. And again, picking up an eagle on this hole, it's a big deal. It's a big advantage. For me, with my Thorn 8, I'm using 1.5 bars of backspin. I'm making sure my ball guide line is through the pin so that my shot does not come up short. 10% elevation. I played this one between medium and max distance of my club. And you love that camera angle. You love seeing the eagle on this one. Got the eagle on the front 9. Got the eagle on the back 9. Good to go. I hope you found this helpful. Rookie round 2, fully done in the books. Stay tuned for the final round. Good luck, everybody. Thank you so much.